like to know where Lou Holtz is right now.
Well, I win. Google me.
We're not hosting an intergalactic kegger down here.
Texas Tech has joined the big boys.
Well,
so we talked about the other day making waves in the NIL with your NIL fund collective, whatever you want to call it. Well, they just locked in the number 5 recruit, a linebacker. Okay, now that in and of itself is not a huge deal, right? You're in Texas. You have top 5-star recruits on every street corner. It is not that big of a deal. But then you go a little bit deeper in. This is a kid from Savannah, Georgia. People from Savannah, Georgia do not go to Texas Tech. They don't even know where Lubbock is. Okay? Savannah is one of the most beautiful places in the world. And Lubbock, on a western wind day, is unlivable. You cannot be there if the wind is blowing out of the west.
I've still never been there.
You know what? I would just avoid, go to Cisco. It's Cisco with a college.
Man, it's that. It's when Joey McGuire a couple years ago when they beat Texas fraudulently, thanks to those Tim Donahue's running around the field helping them cover the spread there. It was like, oh, the future, everything runs through Lubbock. Everything runs through Lubbock. It's like, no, literally, it runs through Lubbock. Nobody stops there. It is a pass through on the way to Albuquerque. That's what Lubbock is.
I don't even think it's on. No, it's not even on 40. 40 even skips it. 40 goes through Amarillo.
So see, everybody's just like, no, we're not messing with Lubbock.
I mean, it's
sorry,
like,
Peyton.
But they get a commitment from this kid, this LaDamian Guyton, over Alabama, Florida State, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee. Those are all like right in his pocket of where he grew up. Dude, Kirby doesn't let you out of Georgia. If you're a great player, he doesn't let you leave the state. So their NIL collective has come to party. It has come to party. I don't know what they paid for him, because what we talked about yesterday was if a guy's getting $500,000, we got to give him $675.
And I'm rooting for Joey McGuire big time, even though he did not sign up. My godson, who went to Vanderbilt, anchor down. But I love Joey McGuire. I love having him on the show, and I'm very happy that he's apparently getting some more expensive, legit toys to play with and try to compete. And these Texas Tech fans, there's a reason I wanted my godson to go there, because these Texas Tech fans are diehard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They are. Now, I know you can say that about almost any college, but the Texas Tech fans I know are watching softball, men's baseball, college hoops with the exact same intensity that they do for college football, and I find that impressive.
They have the number 2 transfer portal ranking, and they're climbing up with this commitment. It's a verbal, so I mean he can obviously still come out of it, but we'll find out, I guess, on signing day. But a verbal from him.
Yeah, and their whole focus has been this offseason when they spent in the portal, they were spending on trenches. So they were spending a lot on D-line and offensive line. They were like, all right, we're going to have to prioritize our dollars. We can't spend just on the whole roster the way Alabama would, but we can play in these waters in certain areas. So, I mean, for them to get a bigger linebacker recruit, that's not even where they've been focusing a lot of their money.
Yesterday, we caught some grief on the fan text. Why don't you just turn the college kegger into, Longhorn inside, because all you do is talk about Texas. The reason we did it yesterday.
Well, they are preseason number 1.
Yeah, and they're Texas.
They're Texas.
They're the Dallas Cowboys of college football, disappointment included and hype. But Archie, I get him confused. Archie Manning, the grandfather, said that don't tank because Arch is not coming out for this draft. I just wanted to give you each a minute more to talk about that. I feel like we didn't break it down as a huge, huge story with the time dedicated to it, because we're not surprised it's a Manning type thing to do.
It is. I don't know if Eli came out early. I don't think Eli came out early. Obviously, Peyton didn't. He had a press conference saying he was going back. But this is kind of par for the course.
Eli played his senior year.
Yeah, this is kind of par for the course for the family. They just don't. They believe, and Peyton has talked about this. I think he was on McAfee's show or no.
Well,
but he said that, it really helped him to be in the same system. He was in the same system in college for 4 years, same OC, David Cutcliffe. And then he had the same OC for basically his entire NFL career until he left Indianapolis and Tom Moore. And Brady had the same, he had new OCs, but he had the same system. It was Bill's system that Bill wanted to run, whatever that Perkins scheme thing they run is. It was the same one, right? So you have nothing different, and that helps out a young quarterback. And I think that's what they want with Arch.
Yeah, and I mean,
And really exciting, great news if he's legit for Longhorn fans.
Yeah.
I mean, Peyton played his senior year, Eli played his senior year, and you're talking about this would be Arch leaving after his sophomore year. Like he's redshirt, but still, you're talking about having him jump after basically 2 years in school. That's so anti-Manning. That's why so many different people have said that it doesn't stun me at all.
Do you think this crushes some NFL team hopes like you would have for an NBA team waiting for LeBron or Zion or Cooper Kupp?
Maybe some.
I think it really crushes New Orleans' hopes.
There's a lot of people, I think, in the league already who are like,
Yeah.
is he that good? I think there is some of that from NFL teams already. So, I mean, maybe I think that's part of what they want to see. They want to see, and I think the Manning family probably knows that that's an opinion that for some people. Not everybody. A lot of people do think, yeah, I take him number one. There's a lot of people across the NFL, I think, who think, like, he's good, but, like, I don't know that he's Manning good.
I mean, they didn't think Manning was Manning good.
Which one?
Peyton.
Well, at what point?
Right? I mean, like, no, you're right.
He was in college.
Bill would have maybe taken him one the year before. But, I mean, there was people that wanted Ryan Leaf.
Right, but there's a difference between your dad played in the NFL to now with Arch. It's like your grandfather was a successful quarterback in the NFL, and your two uncles were successful quarterbacks in the NFL. And a lot of people thought your dad would have been successful in the NFL if he didn't have a shoulder issue that got him medically retired.
It is the College Football Kegger on 105 through the Fan. Speaking of Texas Tech, Joey McGuire is one of the four coaches, that are listed on the You Better Win Now from ESPN. And it's because of this money. It's not because of anything Joey McGuire did. But they have Mario Cristobal at Miami, Brian Kelly at LSU, Brent Venables at Oklahoma, and then Joey McGuire at Texas Tech. Now, these are not like guys. I don't think Mario Cristobal should be on any hot seat. Brian Kelly, different story. But, Cristobal...
Well, this is the downside to getting that talent. Like,
Right.
Mike Gundy is in that tweener
Sure.
situation. Go ahead, win your certain amount of games. No one's expecting you to win the Big 12. No one's expecting... Just, have some nice wins.
Right.
And keep us relevant. And Texas Tech has been that football program, not even to the expectations of Oklahoma State. I have lower expectations for the Red Raiders than I do Oklahoma State. But now it's, okay, we spent.
Yeah.
We spent on you.
That's it. And... yeah, look, I get the Brian Kelly. Okay, Brian Kelly can't go out there and go 8-4 this year. Not with that talent. I
was wrong about Brian Kelly coming back this year. I thought he would have been blown out.
I think Billy Napier should be on a bigger hot seat than McGuire at Florida. Lincoln Riley, which new administration out there. Obviously, Venables is a name that's getting thrown out, but. The way they got so upset with how Lincoln left, I wonder if they're just going to give him a much longer leash because he's one of theirs.
Oh, yeah, because that was the whole selling point to the fan base at the time. It was like, that's fine. That traitor Lincoln can go. Brent Venables is a true Sooner to the core.
Yeah.
Like, that was their whole selling point right there. The one that was funny, and we're not talking about it anymore. I know championships cure all. Like a month before winning the national title, everybody's like, is Ryan Day going to get fired? Like,
yeah, in
the next week? That everybody was talking about like he was done. And now it's like, oh, well, he's safe because he just won one. It's like, I don't know. Ohio State's different. A lot of those, that's one of those programs that you can get blown out pretty fast. I would be on watch with him still.
Really? I see. I don't know that you can win a title and be gone the next season. That seems crazy to me.
It does in general, but if
because of that, RJ and I advocated for him to quit on them, walk away.
Yeah.
Screw you guys.
Yeah, but he was pretty bad in the way, like, what got him destroyed was that optic of just like how standoffish he was while Michigan is fighting with their players and he's just standing with his hands on his hips. He looked so weak.
College football, Kegger here on 105 through the Fan. They did the tiers of the teams. Tier 1 is simple. Texas, Ohio State. Tier 1. Your Tier 2 teams, or Tier 1B, I should say, is Georgia, Oregon, Penn State. People are talking right now that this is a 5-team race for the national championship. That you've got 5 teams. It's Texas, Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Penn State. I don't know that I'm putting faith that Gunnar Stockton can win a natty at Georgia. I don't know that Drew Aller can win. I've seen too much of him.
Aller's just so frustrating. Aller's that guy who you sit and watch and you're like, you were built in a lab to do this. And in a lot of ways, you have done it against lesser competition. Big games, that dude always flops. Always.
Yeah, this whole 5-team, it's these teams, that's a bunch of horse crap. It's stupid. We get changes every year. Arizona State was in the Final Four.
Oh, yeah.
TCU made a final.
Arizona State wasn't good, though. They lucked into it.
They were, look. They did get, they made it. What are we going to do? They made it, and they made a little run.
You got to learn not to argue with Bobby when he's got his troll tone.
Oh, I know.
Don't take it serious.
I know.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Peyton, when the Giants come to town this year, could I pay you to throw something at Scadaboo that's been thrown on WNBA courts this year?
Bobby.
Put a price on it.
I am stunned because, look, I am an SEC guy, and we love to.
Scadaboo would love that.
He
probably would.
I'm an SEC guy. We'd love to let everybody know how difficult it is to play in the SEC.
Yeah, I've heard.
So I am stunned that I had not seen this stat until yesterday. But all 16 SEC teams are in the top 20 in strength of schedule preseason in terms of hardest schedule. With I think Missouri is slated at number 24.
Why are you
at the top.
stunned?
I'm stunned because
That's what you guys flex.
I know, but that's the point. How has nobody said this yet?
I mean, I feel like people say stuff like that every day ad nauseum.
Wasn't Lashley just fighting about this?
He was fighting about the perception, but I didn't realize that in the hardest schedule, the strength of schedule preseason, that all 16 teams were in the top 20. I'm sure I would have heard something about that.
I mean,
and I'm very disappointed in the SEC coaches for not bringing this up at Media Day because we need our propaganda list.
I know, that's the thing. Like, it may have just been said at one of their cult meetings when they're passing out the Kool-Aid or whatever. Like, they may have just said it there, and that it's not something that's shared to the public. They were literally handing out like infographics to people at SEC Media Days about how great the conference was. There were all these reports of them handing out pamphlets to media that just go, "Here's how hard it is to be in the SEC compared to everybody else." They are constantly flexing that stuff.
They are, and they should. They should. The ACC, meanwhile, is taking credit for Cal's swimming national championships in the Pac-12. Jared Goff, they gave him we got a number 1 overall draft pick here.
It's the college Kegger.